If you had asked a 10-year-old me what I wanted to become when I grew up, I would most likely have said a doctor, a nurse, or a teacher. Of course, such was the fantasy of academically serious child when I was growing up. Back then, I was the self-appointed nurse on my block and in my neighborhood. I had bandits, lots of bandits that were given to me by my aunt who was a nurse and would reward us for errands. So I love to play these roles. Got a scratch? I got you. Anybody crying? Bandit solved every problem for a child, be it a scratch or a burn. As soon as you apply the bandage, the crying child stopped, and I loved to play these roles. I grew up in a very loving and sheltered home. Both of my parents were successful school teachers, and in addition to being a teacher, my mother was a very successful businesswoman with multiple streams of income. She was an amazing caregiver and an excellent cook who could make a sumptuous meal out of nothing. For a role model, there was none better than her. I watched her groomed women into business women. But you see, things change, and so do life trajectories. While still a child, my mom died suddenly. She was very sick briefly and went to the hospital and did not return alive. I had to grow up fast. It seemed like my mom had prepared me for her absence. Taking care of my father and my younger siblings had really shaped me to become a nurse and a good cook. I began to develop my cooking skills and my nursing skills at that point because I'll be the one to take care of my siblings when they were sick. My entry to the nursing was not just an academic exercise, and my work as a nurse has been much more than a professional practice. I've always wondered how and why my mom died at a young age and how she could have been saved. And I wondered how other women have died and how they could have been saved. Therefore, it was natural that my life was going towards becoming a nurse. My approach to nursing rests on my belief that care goes beyond stethoscopes and scrubs. It's about compassion, connection, and commitment. It's about helping someone feel safe and supported, whether they are battling a diagnosis or just going through a rough patch in life. Now let's be real. Life isn't always easy, especially for women. We juggle careers, we juggle motherhood, we juggle relationships and our health. And we are still expected to look good whilst doing it. That's why I started creating online content for women to remind women that taking care of themselves is not selfish. It is necessary to talk about wellness. It is necessary to talk about relationships. It is necessary to talk about self-worth. And yes, it is necessary to talk about food. Because when you are treating someone without food, the therapy cannot work. And sometimes, healing starts with a good laugh and a plate of jollof, believe it or not. Today, I'm not just a nurse. I am a mother, a coach, a speaker, a sister, and a friend in your corner. As a nurse who loves to cook, I'm also quite skilled in what constitutes a healthy diet. And I like sharing that knowledge. Whether I'm sharing health tips, relationship truths, or how to make a stew that will make your mother-in-law love you, I do that from a place of caring and passion and purpose. I know how it feels like to be overwhelmed, to be unseen or stuck. I also know the power of one small step, one honest conversation, one healthy choice. I'm Golda Micah. If my story resonates with you, stick around. Let's grow together, love together, and build lives and communities, one heart, one plate, one post at a time. Thanks for listening. I'm just getting started.